Hey guys, so this whole stuff incorporated. And I hope you guys have a decent Halloween, if not a good one. I mean, I'm kind of one of those people that just think, Halloween is a bit on the crazy side now that I've looked at some of the other stuff that happens in Halloween, not just putting blades in people's candy and that other stuff. But, that's just me. I just kind of throw that out there for completely no reason. Anyway, I'm just going to talk about some stuff real quick. Like, I'll give a bit of confirm what's going on kind of thing. My audio started messing up, and now I have to use someone else's because I kind of got so tired of using text to speech because the voices got very annoying very fast. I mean, after I used each voice and hear which one came up, I have more voices in my head than Randy Orton listening to an acapella. And that must be pretty bad for me, right? But that's beside the point. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about some other things too. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and discuss the ban list, just so I can give you guys something of substance. And I'm going to go ahead and get my thoughts on the ban list. I think this is the smallest ban list to date, aside from the one that they didn't change anything in the OCG, and I still find that one like the most incredibly trolly list in face value, but in retrospect, it actually changed the meta a ton. And it's kind of funny to think about when you think about it. But I'm going to go ahead and go over this list, which is Blackwing Ghost with the Vague Shadow going to 1. And I understand this one completely. I mean, it should have been the one a long time ago, or at least banned, because the card is ridiculous. One card Deco Talker, that is just not healthy for the game. And, it's just something that should have just happened a while ago, but just happy that they finally dealt with it. But then there are 2 spiral hits, direct ones at least, being quick fix. That one deserved to get hit, or should have been made once per turn in the first place. And Spiral Gear Drone, purely because they don't want to hit machine duplication. That makes my Cyber Dragons viable, and I'm happy. And then there's Set Rotation. Set Rotation is a ridiculous card. And honestly, it supported field spells way too much. It locks players out of playing decks that play field spells. Like, ABCs are hurt a ton by all of this. And I just think that it really didn't do anything for the game except hinder deck's performances, like sending Getaway away to Chaos when Lord Guy is not being mained or something, or a Yang Zing for Oracle of Zephyra. And that kind of thing was very annoying with set rotation, so I'm glad that got hit too. So yeah, how I think in the metagame coming forward, it's going to be better than this Tier 0 format. I mean, until November 6th hits, we're still going to deal with 3 quick fix and 3 drone. And 3 Gofu and 3 set rotation. But, just thinking about it in retrospect, it's actually a pretty good list. I mean, they finally did their freaking job and hit the deck that was Tier 0 right from the beginning instead of just let it linger. And honestly, it's a pretty good list. And the metagame in itself is going to be pretty dang, varying. Because Paleozoic is still top now because they can use evenly matched themselves. And there are decks like Dinosaurs, we can make some pretty big boards still. That's like Pendulum Magician is still probably going to be on top, and so are True Dracos with Invoked Engine variants. There's going to be so much going into this metagame, and I think that's going to be a really fun experience. I mean, I feel like that Pendulum Magicians are still going to dominate despite evenly matched being a card, but that kind of gives Pendulum Magicians more incentive to go second than to go first. And they can go either way, so that's the way I think of it at least. I mean, it depends on which deck you're facing, but for now, since evenly matches out, I'd probably prefer going second with Pendulum Magicians. But let's just think about this. How is Rogue going to look? How is the Rogue metagame going to look? And I think that's going to be looking better than it has in recent memory. I mean, there are quite a bit of changes to the metagame, like evenly matched, that completely hinder decks that go first and they lose their entire board because they're evenly matched or have to exploit many other cards to do so. But still, I think that there's a lot going into this, and I think that they get evenly matched gives other decks a fair chance, and I use fair very loosely because evenly matched is one of the most ridiculous cards ever printed. In fact, I think it's going to get banned or limited soon because it's a worse Exciton, in my opinion. You don't have to agree, but that's the way I think about it. Anyway, yeah, I think that there's going to be quite a bit of a variety in this metagame, and there can be some pretty nutty techs like, you can try Yosenju with triple anti-spell fragrance, the Teller Knights with just the same thing, that kind of thing. And Demise variants are going to be a bigger thing. And the ones I just mentioned are Demise variants, so don't mind me there. But still, there's quite a bit that can happen in this metagame. Chainburn can top, all of that stuff. And that's the way I'm going to see this metagame, as a very, very varying metagame. compared to other ones that we've had in the past recently. Zoo was around too much. True Draco was around too much. There was too much going on for any kind of variety to happen. But since those have been dealt with, we can also have a pretty fun game and have a pretty varying metagame. I mean, you guys can disagree with me because there's still going to be a lot of interaction during your opponent's turn. But I think that's going to be a pretty good game going forward. Until Dragon Wizard comes out and breaks spirals again, but still. I think that we're going to have a pretty fun time in this metagame compared to the rest of the time in the year. And I just hope that the next ban list, we'll get the next ban list date soon. Just because that Konami said no sooner than November, and it's about to hit November when the list comes out. Well, it does hit November when the list comes out, but still, it's going to be ridiculously varying, and I think it's going to be fun. I mean, many decks can compete. There can be quite a bit of rogue options that can compete. I just think that there's going to be a pretty decent time going into this. The problem is that it's going to be so varying that some rogue decks may not be able to keep up. But that's up to the player base. That's up to us to make these decks work. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the metagame, and those are my thoughts in recent memory, I suppose. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, join the fight for Army, and together we will beat the meta. Talk to you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoy the next video. But for now, take care of yourselves.